Hello and welcome back to Factorio. I've been doing a little bit of work in between episodes. Not much, just sort of some optimizations. We've got a little more, well, we've got triple the number of capacitors. Capacitors? Are they called capacitors? Things that store electricity. Accumulators. Accumulators. Essentially capacitors. Which will help with the energy a bit when the lasers fire and so on. In general, we're still not doing great on power, but well, when we're not researching anything overly heavy, and we're not doing massive production, we're okay with this. So I think we can hang on until we get lasers in that respect. I've just been researching the cheap stuff that I'm not really interested in, and so on. We might want to add those in a moment. Right, what else did I do? I added a lane balancer to the output of all of the iron. It was already present on the steel and the copper. And put in... So that's a side balancer, sorry. And then I put a lane balancer, essentially, on the output of those ones. We might want a third copper smelting array once this patch has drained. I put a lane balancer on this as well to help this drain out a little better. Everything else is running okay. I rearranged this to squeeze in 3 more gear makers. Used some blue undergrounds to thread the iron through to this location. So these all work. I also added lane balancers again. And something I'd added previously, which was this lower line, because these things, the undergrounds use way more gears than anything else. What I've got is when these gears get to the end of this line, they loop back and merge in here. So the red and blue undergrounds have got a lot more gears available. What else have I done? I realised that just placing a requester chest asking for big electric poles next to the lasers didn't do anything. So now what we've got is a requester chest that then moves them to a provider chest. The idea being that if we ask for lasers from to the north of the base, the lasers don't get put down and chewed on while we're waiting for the power to arrive. So that should be at the same time. I don't think I did anything. Oh yes. And the other thing I did was, in the 4 corners of the base, you can see by these squares. So this was the artillery array we had there. I've redesigned it a bit. We've added a roboport, put the large power pole at the back, a couple of medium power poles there. I placed one down here. I put one all the way over here. Down in this corner. Well, this one says it doesn't have any ammo. This one's not actually connected. This roboport is not connected to anything. It's not part of the logistics network. So I need to do that. I'm surprised there isn't a warning on this. I suppose this isn't flashing a warning because it's part of the logistics network for this roboport, just this roboport's not connected to the rest of the base, which is a problem. You can see that here's its orange square, and there's that orange square, and they don't touch, which is a problem. And lastly, there is one of those here. As a result of which, if I pick up my artillery remote to get the range of all our artilleries, you can see which is the outer red circle, I have cleared the bases from a lot of places. I could pop some artillery down here and here, but I would need a train to bring over the ammunition. Or I could just temporarily plop one down and have the ammo myself, but that's also awkward because the artillery cannon shells do not stack. Seem to have a live view over here. Oh yeah, that's the thing of radar, gives you, as it scans around, it gives you temporary live views. I fired cannon shells out to the edges of the red circle as a way of finding enemy bases that were like slightly further out. So suffice to say, biters shouldn't be as big of a problem for a while. Right, so I want to get the better armour. Advantage of the better armour is a larger equipment grid, more space for actual equipment within the armour, so I can actually sort of start loading it up with lots of roboports, lasers, defences, shields and so on. But as part of its ingredient list, it wants speed modules. And currently I do not have any modules being made at all anywhere. Modules are also going to become part of future science and stuff, and they're used in a number of things I'm going to want going forward. So, crafting. Okay, so currently we know how to make levels 1 and 2 speed modules. See, speed module level 1s require 15 seconds of crafting and 5 of the green and red circuit boards. And then level 2, it requires 4 of these and it has twice the crafting time. So that to me says 2 of these machines can provide the speed modules for 1 of them. And I think it's a similar cost and pattern for all of them. There's no difference in cost and so on. So, which of these are going to be more important to me? Productivity modules I'm probably going to use a lot of, and speed modules, less efficiency modules. What these things do is you can add these into machines as well. Increases machine speed at the cost of energy consumption. So if you add that into a machine, it works faster, but so it's 20% more speed, 50% more energy consumption. This one decreases the energy consumption of the machine, so that's all it does. So, and you can mix, so you could put some speed and efficiency modules in. Productivity modules increases energy consumption by 40% and slows the machine down, but increases productivity and pollution. So basically what this will do is you'll get, every now and then you'll get an extra manufactured item without using any resources. What most people seem to do is fill the machines with productivity modules to get maximum free stuff, and then they surround them with beacons full of speed modules. Because I don't think I've invented beacons yet. Effect transmissions. So basically you can put a beacon down and fill it with these modules, and it can affect a number of machines around that beacon. I may not bother, because I'm not going to make a mega base. I'm not going to stop the moment I launch the first satellite, but once we have some space science coming in, like, you know, because you can sort of end the game the moment you make the moment you launch your first rocket and your satellite goes up, you can declare yourself the winner and run into the night. But what I think I want to do is at least set up using the space science that comes back from the rocket launches in some way. We'll have to sort of see when we feel we've achieved everything we're going to achieve. So I am running over here and we're going to see about making modules. It shouldn't be too hard. Does my path stop here? My path does just stop here. Do I have a path somewhere in here? Yes, I do. I don't want to go over the cliff. So we'll move the path there. Bring it up and then do... Oops. Normally best to do that sort of thing from map mode. That way you can scroll to the side without geography jogging you. Okay, let's do that. So there should be a lot of robots. Oh yeah, the other thing I did is the robots, the decision making on how many robots we insert into the system. I changed it to be the number of free robots. So if you can see there, logistics robots, we've got 799 available out of 800. So there's only one busy at the moment. I've got this set, so if we ever get to less than 250 available logistics robots, we start inserting more, and it's the same for the construction robots, you know. That way, if we do a massive building project, a load more will get inserted into the system. Otherwise, they won't. That way, we don't overload the system. We don't waste resources making robots we don't need, and so on. And you can see the base is keeping up pretty well with stuff. Right. So I want to build modules, and I probably want to build them up here. That means we're going to have to remove deconstruction planner. Let's add large electric poles. Because we're going to have to extend the bus. And we want this space up here for building. Not sure how much higher we'll have to go. Let's make sure we keep extending our roboports. So pop you down there. And we'll do one on this southern side as well. Although they don't quite line up, which is annoying. Oops, pressed the wrong book key. Meant to hold down shift to put a ghost down. Just trying to make it so the lines are straight. There we go. Large electric pole. There and there. Alright, that way we'll stay within the logistics network. The robots will keep giving us stuff. Ooh. Oh, this was set to get rid of gun turrets. Yeah, I removed a lot of the gun turrets from around the places, although obviously not everywhere. Because this gun turret sat there for no reason. Because essentially, they weren't being loaded with bullets. The robots kept putting them down, and then the aliens came along and just kept chewing them up, and I was wasting resources making gun turrets that I don't actually need. Alright, so let's tell you to also get rid of laser turrets. Thank you. There we go. Right, so we need 2 of these machines for each one of these machines. And I'm wondering if that's a pattern that's going to continue when we come to level 3s. Level 3 is as high as they go. I suppose we can look here, can't we? Right, so, oh, okay. That then needs 5 of the other speed modules, which is annoying. So if I like had one of these machines, 2 of the level 2s and 4 of the level 1s, it would not quite be enough. I suppose we just need sort of like 1 extra. I'm picturing sort of a pyramid in my head. We're going to want some level 1s and 2s available in boxes for crafting purposes, but mainly we're just going to be going for the level 3s. And also just 5 red. Oh, okay, this one needs red and blues. Yeah, so these modules, this is what really eats your resources. Okay, let me... If I just do trees and rocks only on that, does that just... Oh, that's nice. It just changes it to trees and rocks only. Right. So I'm just going to be using blue machines for now. I can make the level 3 machines, but they use a lot more electricity. So what I'm thinking is, if we had that, and then reds at maximum reach, so like that and that. This could be making the level 1s. And this could be making the level 2s. This one needs red and greens. This one needs red and blues. So we could run do I want to half and half the belts? I mean, they're quite a slow time, but they need 5, so in 15 seconds. I think it's best not to half and half the belts. We want to sort of maximize the output. So these ones are going to be grabbing with blues and reds. So there'll be 2 ingredient belts here. So you need red and blue. Which is also what the level 3s need. So it could get its ingredients from the front, maybe. But then I want it to be able to output into the level 3 machines. Which isn't going to work if the level 3 machine also needs to grab from these belts. Okay, you're a 30-second crafting time. And I'm assuming these are 60-second crafting time. Okay. I think it's okay if the ingredients for these guys are on a single belt. Because if I need to, I can replace the belt with a blue belt to shove more material along. Because a single blue belt, half and half, is not as much as 2 red belts, but it's pretty close. Go away. So then what it could do is, I'll start with reds. This one would be grabbing its ingredients like that. And then here there would be a level 3 machine. Oh, not quite. Because I need to match this pattern, don't I? Because I'm going to want 2 of these guys feeding into a single machine. Which does mean there's some drop in productivity, because it actually needs 3 of these guys to feed into the next machine. But I think it'll be okay. We could even just add a speed module to this one so it runs a little bit faster. Yeah, because if we add speed modules to these rear ones, it would then keep a non-speed moduled one at the front running at full speed. Actually, I'm going to cancel them and actually start research on the level 3 modules. It'll help lay stuff out. Right, so the problem here is is I was thinking I could have a red do that. But then obviously this one's not going to be able to grab the stuff it needs. I'm going to give this a think. Right, so I was looking at the calculator in order to get these ratios right. And for one level 3 factory, as suspected, I need 2.5 of the level 2 factories, which means I end up needing 5 of the level 1 factories. And I need all 3 levels available to the network for crafting purposes, for making other things, because I'm pretty certain that if we go here and we look up, say, level 1, there's a number of machines which use them, and I'm going to want it available for that, and the same with level 2s and 3s. So I think I'm going to make this a bot-based rather than a belt-based system. So let me deconstruct everything I've got. And instead what we're going to do is let's work for we'll put down a pattern which gives us 1 level 3 machine, and then I can duplicate it as necessary. So we would need 5 level 1 machines. So if I just put these there is an efficiency thing I can do, which is if I put you there, but request a chest in between, then another one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to make sure that my roboports stretch up. Stretch that out to maximum. Right. And these things are going to be making level 1, in this case, speed modules. I'm going to need, obviously, another version of this for the other 3. Alright. Now, there's a thing you can do with requester chests. If I copy from a machine and paste into a requester chest, that requester chest gets set to enough resources for 1.5 production cycles of this machine. So you can see it needs 5 and 5, and this thing's now requesting 7 and 7. But obviously this box, okay, it's going to be supporting both of these machines. There's a way more efficient way to do this, isn't there? Except I need 5 machines to be able to be fed from one box. Can I do that? I mean, that would be 4. I could probably feed 5 machines from 2 boxes. Take up a lot less space as well. I put a second box there. Yeah, this works. That's a lot better. Right, so paste to them and to both of these boxes. So this box is going to be supplying 2 machines. So I want to double this to 14. Okay, I apparently have... Oh yeah, I've got a recycling bin for red circuits. But I don't think I want to request from buffer chests. Right, this one, though, is going to be supplying 3 machines. So that needs to be 21. Right, and what I want to do is... So I need all 3 colours in provider boxes. Right, so here at the blues, after the lane balancing, I've put a passive provider chest set to limit of 2 with a stack inserter grabbing everything. So now if I copy this and go to map mode, alright, so that's where blues are being made. This is where reds are being made. And again, after the lane balancer, we can pop that down. And where greens are made, we've got 2 lots. What I want to do is grab from here. For preference, I want this to sort of shove over to the left. I don't think I can do this at range. No. Or can I? If I copy that... No, that's the wrong side. I need one that's sort of shoving over to the left. Let's just put one down. Because there is like a bit of a glitch where output priority left, copy, map mode, where even though you get the message, cannot reach, it still might work. No, okay, apparently not. I will fix that when I'm next passing, because otherwise, you know, things are going to get a little bit sparse, but it doesn't matter. Right, so now we've got all those available in the boxes, and you can see the robots are running over with them. So now I just need the output from these machines into passive provider chests. So we could have one there, and one there. And limit the boxes to a single stack. Right, so this one's got 21. This one has, well, a little more than the 14. So they don't work. I think it's quite a slow cycle, isn't it? 15 seconds, yeah. So we can use yellows for everything. And because we're not using high-speed belts, we can get away with using yellows for everything. I can't put that box there, because I need to grab like this. So we'll just put the third one here. Right, and that should be all we need. This is the number of those we need, so we can actually start this going. Could we use substation? Do we have any honours? No, that's a big electric pole. Substation. Yes, if we put one substation up here, it will power everything. So at first they're going to run out of resources, because the bots have a reasonably long journey time. But over time, I think it will even out. If it keeps running out of resources, we can just increase the amount which get requested. Right, so that's that one up and running. So now, okay, the 2.5 machines means that really and truly we should be working in a set of 10. So we get 10 of these, 5 of these, 2 of these. So, we can turn this into a... So we sort of want to make this a set of 10, don't we? Right, so what have we got here? We've got... So we need copy. We need a requester and a depositor for them, which we can place this little lot there, and then these guys. So do that, rotate it round, place down. Where's the substation gone? Oh, and the substation actually fits in the middle. So this should have everything set as the ones I copied. We do have a power issue. Satisfaction is way down. That's why these guys are showing the yellow. But I think in order to make nuclear reactor... Okay, we don't actually need speed circuits for that. We are going to work on that next, I think. Paste, paste, paste. Okay, so that gives me the 10. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. And if we go back here, so if we're doing double this, we need 5 level 2s. Well, we already had a design for 5, didn't we? So if we copy this, I'm going to plonk it outside of the logistics network. See, in the green bit, that's a build, but not logistics. And we're going to do that because we're going to change you to be level 2 machines. See, an extra light appears. And we will paste on the requester chests. Although, oh no, it's like it's almost exactly the same ingredients, isn't it? Oh no, except it also needs the level 4s. Oh yeah, and reds. So this one's feeding 3 machines. So 15, and 3 4s are 12. This one's feeding 2 machines. And then it's two machines for the level 2s. Which I think can fit in here quite nicely. One, two. Request a chest. Provide a chest. And you're making the level 3s. Paste into this chest. And double the amounts. 10, 10, 10. And yellow inserters. Right, place in the red box. Take from the blue box and limit this red box to a single stack. Right, and let's move this into position. It's more or less in position, really, isn't it? It could slot in here. The substations connect. I just need to complete the logistics network connection. Up here should do. So, theoretically, this will all start working, assuming we have the power, of course. Currently power is okay. It's because it's daytime, so we've got some of our solar panels. I did add a few extra solar panels as well. We really should ramp up our solar panel production. Right, you're still waiting for reds. There we go. Our robots are coming in. Okay, now you can see they're having to go out of their way in order to charge. So when you're doing this sort of thing, it can be worth putting extra roboports down. Just so the robots have somewhere closer to charge. Now, rather than grabbing the greens down where they're being manufactured, it might actually be worth grabbing them here as well. Control B, shift mouse wheel. There we go, I'm looking for this thing. Let us do that. Let's grab everything if we can. So if they are here, we will grab greens, blues, and reds. That needs a big electric pole to hook into the power. This way the robots won't have as far to fly. I mean, we're grabbing at point of manufacture to make sure they're available, but if they are making it this far on the belt, we may as well grab them. Right. So it looks like we are building up the number of speed modules. None of the machines are showing that that their output is blocked, so I think this works. I mean, this is when our factory really shows the fact that it's not making enough reds and blues and stuff. You can see the reds are practically non-existent. Although a lot of that is because they're being snagged by that box. What is it? Not enough. We've got plastic, we've got greens, we've got copper. We probably just need to increase, like, double the length of the red array, upgrade its belts to red. That would help a lot. So I might do that in between episodes. Because now we've got this, what we can do is copy, grab the whole thing, and go paste, paste, and change its recipe to be the other ones. So you're going to be efficiency level 1s. Just waiting for the machines to arrive. So make sure I don't go wrong. These are all a single lit thing, and they're now efficiency level 1s. This will be efficiency level 2s. 2, 2, 2, 2, and efficiency level 3s. And the ingredients are exactly the same. Like, 5, 5, oh no, not exactly the same. There is a change I need to make. The ingredients for these is the same. 5 and 5. So the requester chests, yeah, 21 because it's like 3 machines. Are they the same? Let me check. 5 and 5. 5 and 5. 554. 554. 555. 555. 555. Yeah, okay. But obviously, why are they set to 14? It's weird. Oh yeah, because it's 1.5 cycles. So the ingredients on the level 1 stuff, that's fine. But for the level 2s, these requester chests needs to be switched to the appropriate colour. So this needs to be 12 of the level 1 greens. 10 level 2 greens. So that should be that sorted. And you are making the productivity modules. Right, level 2 productivity modules. Oh, no. Yes. Right. Copy. Paste, paste. 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 No, notice when you change the recipe, you automatically empty the machine of whatever was currently in it, even though that isn't necessary in this case. Right, and level 3 red. Alright, so the level 2 machines. 12 level 1s. 8 level 1s. And 10 level 2s. Right, I should also clear out the ones of the wrong colour. Which only has to be done on these upper ones. Right, so make sure we clear out any blues. Right, so apart from, you know, not having enough power, not having enough production of the raw resources and so on, I'm hoping we will get there now. So I'm going to add a takeaway order for all of these. When I want them for, if I need them for any reason, I will request them. But for now, I basically want the stuff I've accidentally picked up to be thrown into the chests. And they should go into the requester chests. No, so it's mainly blues I was picking up. Right, so I just want to make sure that we get a level 3 on everything. Now, one thing I was going to do was more roboports. Just make sure there's plenty of room for, plenty of easy places for the robots to work. Okay, so, how are we doing? It's like, are we gaining Right, so there's still no level 2s up there. But we are making some. Slowly. Satisfaction is way down. Let's just sit and watch this for a bit. We're not going to do any research. So we have a level 2 in this box. And it got taken up there. Okay. You need 5. So you can see how each of these machines has 4 of the 5 it needs. The arms and the robots, they do distribute evenly. Obviously the blues had a massive head start. Yeah, we've got 7 level 3 blues right now. That's good. And once we fill up this box, like once we get the maximum stack on that, then we will start to get some boxes of the level 2s available. And the level 1s. So that way all 3 should be available. Oh, okay, we are making a level 3 one of these. You see it's reloading with the resources for the next processing run. So we are just waiting to see, are we gaining... Okay, we're making level 2. And again, we've got 4 of the 5... Okay, we've got 4 of the 5 in this one. This one hasn't grabbed any. Is there something wrong? No, you have a swinging arm. Maybe they don't always grab evenly. So plans for next episode, just while we're waiting on that. One of the things I've noticed is we are almost out of stone. We're down to 121,000. We're not using much stone, but we don't want that to run out. So in between episodes, I might just tap this stone deposit. It's only 3.7, but it's pretty close. I can just run a spur, like, off here, go round, up, grab it. And the other thing is, if we're going to go nuclear, which is the way to really solve our energy issues, we need uranium. And I'm not seeing any uranium. So I might send out some radar lines. Just lines of power with radar on the end. How are we doing down here? This does not have a building train visiting it, so it has no ability to repair damage. But luckily, currently, there is no damage. If we look at the map, I've actually had pollution off for a while, haven't I? Yeah, there's a lot of pollution. So I will tap the stone and explore out until we can find some uranium, and maybe in the next episode we can try and get nuclear started. There we go. We have made a level 3. So we know it all works because we have level 3 of everything. If it turns out I need more than 2 level 3 machines, I can just copy the entire thing. But I don't think I need to. Like, if you copy all 10 of these machines, that's balanced production. Assuming you have the bots and power to run it. I might have to design myself some more solar panels. Like, what you really want is an array of solar panels that has a roboport so it can self-build out from your base. Maybe some lasers to defend it, but also the accumulators built in, so the amount of power those solar panels generate will get stored automatically. Or I might just keep slapping these down. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.